How they live?
It's part of it, yeah. What do we do?
What they do?
What they do. It's part of it. What do we do in the winter when we...
Hibernate.
Well, do humans hibernate?
Well,
yes,
I mean,
I do.
Yeah, me too. What do we do when it's cold outside?
Sleep. No, wait.
Yeah. But what do we do when we're cold?
Have presents.
Warm up.
Warm up. How do you
How
warm
do you
it
warm up?
Yeah, how do you
Wear a
Fire.
jacket.
Wear a jacket. Good.
Their fur keeps them warm.
Yes. Good. So what do you do when you're cold? Like, what does your body do when it's cold? What do you get?
Shivers, goosebumps.
Goosebumps, yeah. And what do you do when you're hot?
Sweat.
Sweat. Yeah. So when animals adapt, when you think of animals adapting, you think of like camouflage, right? They change colors to kind of blend in, or hibernating is when animals adapt, because what kind of animals hibernate?
Bears.
Yeah. What does it mean to hibernate?
Squirrels. It means
They do,
hibernating
don't they?
means like how the bears how they eat a lot and then they go to sleep for the winter.
Good. Yeah. And they do that because what do birds do in the winter?
They
don't hibernate.
Where do they go?
fly south.
They fly south, and bears can't do that, can they?
No.
So they had to adapt and they had to hibernate. That was their adaptation. So, adaptation occurs in the body of an animal or in the way it behaves. Some adaptations happen quickly and others take place over millions of years. The way an animal looks or acts today may be very different from the way it looked or behaved a long time ago. Animals adapt to stay alive. They must adapt to find food, escape danger, defend themselves and their young, or adjust their bodies to hot or cold temperatures. Some animals must adapt to losing their habitat and living closer to people. Animal species or types that cannot adapt changes in their habitat become extinct. What does it mean to be extinct?
Not be living anymore.
Yeah. And that just means that they no longer exist. Okay. So the first kind of adaptation is trying to stay cool. So does anybody know why a camel has a hump on its back?
To store water.
Have
Close.
seat
Oh, a seat.
for the people. Right.
Close. Why, Autumn?
I think
Guess.
to keep them cool and from the sun.
So, do you want to try, Jaden?
Well, I think that it should be because they need to collect food out there because they live in deserts and there's not really food or drinks and
There's not a lot of water,
they
right?
need to keep it in their humps so they can survive out there.
So, camels store fat in their humps. And they can either have 1 or 2 humps on their backs. So when they cannot find any water to drink, their body breaks down the fat and turns it into water. I never knew that until I read this book. So deserts are places that receive very little precipitation or rainfall. Few plants grow. Animals in these areas have adapted ways of finding food, storing water, and keeping cool. Animals that live in dry habitats get most of the water they need from foods they eat, such as seeds, succulent plants, and insects. Succulent plants are just like cactus are succulent plants. They have a lot of water in them. Some have unusual ways of taking a drink. The darkling beetle, which is this one right here, drinks water droplets that have formed on its body from the morning dew. So it drinks the water right off of its body. Many desert animals hide from the sun during the day. They sleep in a burrow or an underground home in order to stay cool. Desert animals that do not rest in burrows have a low body temperature at night when it's cool. During the day, their temperature rises slowly. It takes a long time for their bodies to warm up again, so they stay cool during most of the hot day. So this is a fennec fox. What do you notice about him?
He has really big ears.
Yeah, why do you think?
To hear predators.
Maybe. Why else?
Isn't it a predator?
I think a fox is definitely a predator, yeah. But they also have predators too.
So a predator has a predator.
Yeah. The predator's a prey, right? Why live?
I was thinking the ears are big maybe to keep them cool.
How so? Do you know?
They can move it.
Yeah.
And that fans.
Good. So they live in the desert north in Africa. So to avoid the hot sun, it spends most of the day in a burrow, which is underground. And the fox's large ears allow heat to escape its body to help it stay cool. And I've also heard that the big ears kind of provide shade. Makes sense, right? All right. So this one is about camouflage. So to hide from predators or hunters, many animals have developed camouflage. They have markings on their body that allow them to blend in with their habitats. Some animals are so well camouflaged that they are almost impossible to spot. Can you find the frog in that top?
Where?
It blends in with it, so.
Found it.
I don't know.
It's in this one.
Yeah, the top one. It's pretty well adapted, right?
Oh, wait, now I see it.
You think you see it?
I can't even.
Yeah, I think I see it now.
I can't.
I'm trying to reach over.
Autumn, do you want to show them where it is?
Yeah, I knew it.
Dang.
Right there. I know what that is.
What?
A fish.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you see this one right here?
Looks
like
Oh,
some
it's
kind of
yes, I
lizard.
see it.
a gecko. A lizard.
What does it say? A leaf-tailed gecko. Pretty cool, huh?
I can't tell what that is.
So some have spotted coats and some have plain coats. So some animals rely mainly on their coloring for camouflage. Many desert animals have light brown fur skin. So why would in the desert would you need a light brown fur?
Because mostly everything's brown.
Yeah,
Like the sand.
Mm-hmm. Savanna animals such as gazelles also have light brown coloring. Their color matches the tall golden grass in their habitat. Many animals that live in forests or grasslands have spots or stripes on their fur. These markings look like the shadows created by the sunlight shining through long grasses and tall trees. Even an animal as large as a giraffe has spots that hide them from predators.
One behavioral adaptation. Okay, so here is one for you, Maggie. Here's one
And
for
then
you.
I'll pass out the second physical
Yeah.
animal application. But you don't want to find it.
You can pass them all three out, but make sure to just keep them together.
So make
Or,
sure we're sticking
yeah.
together.
Yeah, so keep them separate on your. Did I give you this? Have you done that one yet? Okay. Have you guys ever done a flip book in school? In your classroom, do you guys ever do flip books? These are little flip books that I'm giving you right now. So go ahead and put that physical one on top, just like that, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. Okay, so we'll be over here. Okay, so we're gonna focus on the animal adaptation thing. Oh, thanks, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna use the behavioral animal adaptation. Okay, so we've talked about hibernation a little bit. So what can you tell me about hibernation? You can flip your book open if you want. Okay, so yeah, the hibernation one is one we want. Works on the ground. Okay, so an example is, it shows a picture of a bear in a cave. So does any one of you want to read this one, just the first one? Okay, go ahead.
Just this one.
Yeah.
A blank state some animals go during winter. Their blank slows down and lives on blank fat and food.
Okay, so what do we think is the first blank? It says a blank state some animals go into. So when you're hibernating, what are you doing? Sleeping, yeah. So another word for that is resting. So go ahead and put resting. So it's a resting state some animals go into. Okay, and then their blank slows down and lives. Okay, so let's see here. So what do you think it is?
Your body.
Their bodies slow down, but what happens when you're sleeping? What slows down when you're sleeping? You don't know about it.
Your heart.
Your heart, but what are we doing right now? Breathing. Their breathing slows down. So it actually gives them ability to not burn as many calories or anything because they're sleeping or resting and their breathing slows down. So in the next one we'll put breathing. And the last one on there it says lives on blank, fat, and food. So where do you go to get food? Like, well, you go to land, but where do you go?
To the store.
Right. So it's stored fat, and there's just another way to say it. So it's stored fat and food. Okay, so that's hibernation. So think about hibernation. A lot of animals go into hibernation, but the only one we really talk about are bears. So the next one is defense. Okay, so it says animals have many ways of defending themselves. Who wants to see the first one? So run or blank away.
Fly.
Fly. Yep. Fly away. And the other one's given to us. It says play dead. Okay. How about you do next? Can you think of what is the blank? I'll give you a hint. It's something a skunk does that smells really bad. We'll let her. I think Sierra's got it. What do? They
spray.
Yeah, spraying. Spraying's a mode of defense, right? No one's gonna ever want to go around a skunk when they spray. And the last one for that is fight back. So, for instance, a lion might fight back with an ox or something that tries to take their territory. Okay, what's the next one say? Do any of you girls know that word? Locomotion. So it's locomotion. Do we know what locomotion means? It's like a big word for moving. So animals must be able to move around to get the food. Blank and space they need. So let's think about that for a minute. So animals must be able to move around to get the food they need, the blank they need, and the space they need. So what's something that they need? What's something that you need? So you need food, you need space, but what's something else we need? I know you're trying to see it. What? Bedding? Bedding? Okay, so bedding is part of it. Shelter. There you go. Shelter is what we need. Yeah. I know, because I think you can see through it. I'll have to cover it up. Alright. The last one. So locomotion is just moving around to get space they need. Covered it. Okay, so the last one is migration. Have you ever heard of the word migration?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a bird migrates from Ohio to Florida, right? Because they want to stay warm. Okay, so it says, or California. I would love to go to California right now.
They barely get any snow.
Yeah, the north parts get snow, but the southern parts don't get much snow. Like San Francisco stays 75 degrees all year long. That'd be awesome. I know.
You get to swim every day.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. Well, their water is sometimes cold. Okay, so it says animals move over the same blank during the same time each year. So, have you ever heard the word route?
Yes.
Like your route to school or your route. So they go the same route. So that's what we would put on the blank there, is the same route. Awesome. So do you think you guys, okay, so I'll tell you what we're doing next. So what we're doing, you're going to go to the other two teachers, but then what you're going to do is you're going to develop your own animal. So you're going to create your own animal, but you have to use these three of these adaptations. So you got to create your own and you get to name it and weigh it, and it's really cool.
Created it already.
You did? You did? Awesome. Alright, let's move over here and let's see. Alright, we'll switch. We'll, yeah. Okay. Alright, so you three will go to Chan. Kate and Maggie, you'll go to Miss Hannah. And then you two girls will second me. Sorry.
Worms. What else?
Actually making fun of what God made.
Yeah.
Don't some birds catch fish too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eels.
And then what else is another
So
type of
what's the last one says?
body covering?
Protect themselves.
We
from
have
what?
some.
What's
So what's hair on their animal?
Or
Fur. So thick fur.
enemies, right? So protect themselves from predators and enemies. Very good.
Right, read the last one for me, Luke.
I still have to get some Beyonce in there.
The last one. The last one says
Oh
nouns.
well.
What do animals use mouths
Special
for?
things
Sorry.
to eat
To
to
eat. Anything
allow
else?
animals to bite
Bite.
So what do gills help animals
So
do?
breathe
Breathe.
Did you read the
Good.
last one?
What kind of animals
Different
have gills?
animals have different
fish,
mouths
depending on
shark.
the kind of
So
the whales have gills.
what is it?
Whales have the blowhole.
How much
don't
time
they?
is there?
Don't they?
Two.
But they suck
Do
the
you have
water in
more
and they blow it out, right?
Look at the example.
Platypus? Oh yeah.
Anything underwater.
That
We
is
need to
so
focus
good.
on the kids
So you
too.
see they're, where do they live?
Underwater.
Underwater.
And gills on the frogs.
We got both the teachers on
I
here.
can think of a shark as fish.
Yeah. The big
Shark
fish.
is heavy body of fish.
It is. It has gills, doesn't it?
Alright.
But a lot of people say
I have a
Is a
book
mammal.
about animals and I have read it
Right.
before.
not
And then I
a
started it
fish.
over and over
Because fish lays
Oh, so you
eggs.
wanna go
And
back and
fish
read
and
over.
that kind of animal eats meat.
Alright.
Okay, we're all set.
When you
Alright.
breathe,
We'll rotate.
Half dragon,
Drip.
half kitten,
Kit.
and half unicorn. And half I mean a mermaid.
A mermaid.
Unidripmaid.
I'm
Are
sure
you
that's a lot of animals.
Unidrimimaid. Is that what you said?
Unidripmaid.
Unidrimimaid. I forgot about the kitten.
No.
Maybe you can just take like the beginning of each word and just
Yeah.
put them together. Una and then just like take the U and
How many
I.
times
You. Kit. You got me confused now. It's gonna be cool though. You guys can use this book too if you wanna look at any of the pictures.
Yeah, and then
My
use
book
any
is
of the
a
flip books that
my
we made
animal is
too.
mythological.
To come up with the adaptations for your
Mythological.
pictures.
Not real.
Mine's a
What is your
Mine's a
name?
flying
What's
goat.
yours?
A flying what?
Goat. What is
Goat.
it?
That would be annoying.
What is it?
Splasha.
What is it though? What is it?
Mine's 2 ounces.
Can't wait. So
Mine's
which
gonna
place,
be,
which land
mine's
form
2
did you
ounces.
choose?
Mine's 2 ounces.
What's the bee?
It's
The
a
leaf.
bird.
You're gonna
An
write on
elephant,
top of your
a fish.
paper.
Nice.
So you're gonna
Where's my
pick one of those and then just write it down.
know where to
So I gotta fix
Where do you think they live?
I read it in a
Did you
book
find
before.
what region is yours gonna live in?
the coastal.
You picked the coastal plain? Good.
In Snow Mountain.
Snow Mountain. So which
Alley.
would that go into?
That was very
I found out a way.
Yeah, now mine's a
Oh,
barrel fish. It's
it's
gonna be a bird.
Unit.
Oh.
Fish. 2 ants. So they're small,
Not real.
right?
It's gonna have a fish
So
tail.
they're small little.
It's a cat
I
with
don't
a
know
mermaid
where
tail instead of
it's
fins. And then it has wings as
A shark.
So you lie.
There's
It's a
a
pretty
big.
big
Oh.
animal then, isn't
Look
it?
at my barrel.
Maggie, where did your animal live?
Find snow.
Autumn, look at my barrel fish.
You're a barrel fish?
Do you know where he lives or she lives?
I like
It's a
that.
bird.
That is cute.
An elephant.
Over in
All over the
Asia?
place.
So
Yeah.
That's already nice.
So if it lives above the equator, what does that mean?
Fly out.
It's
So
below
which one
the
do you think
equator
it
is
lives
hot.
in?
What's above the equator?
Maybe, yeah.
Cold probably. So it'll have to be a
is it
cold
North
weather.
America, South America, is it somewhere?
It's gonna have.
Pretty sure we're gonna be snowing.
Mine's
a
gonna
good
be
than a
You think it's
Antarctica.
gonna be
It's
adorable?
bigger than an
Yeah.
elephant?
Antarctica, I believe Antarctica.
It would probably
doesn't
have to be because
mountains.
of, it's gonna be eating sharks.
They may have
Let
Some
me see
small
your crazy
mountains.
animal.
Mine scares away sharks.
Yours does?
It's a gorilla
So
fish.
they do have mountains,
It's a
but
fish,
it's not-
a bird, and an elephant.
That's too funny.
It tries to attack
And
it.
my animal can never be a boy.
Really?
What kind of
Never.
animal has a